Hi, I'm Lauren Parrott, and you're watching Things to Do at the Grosse Pointe War Memorial. Ian Kinder is going to be talking to me about a class in terms of self-defense for children. And I really don't think you can get much more important than that, having your kids being able to defend themselves. So I'm very, very happy to talk to Ian again. So Ian, thank you so much for offering this class.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate Grosse Pointe War Memorial hosting this program. I think it's very important. Me being a parent myself,
Yeah.
I know that kids are the most important thing that we have. We want to do everything we can to keep them safe, but we're not always there to protect them. And the older they get, the less supervision they have.
Right.
The more important it is to plant these seeds early so that when they are less supervised, they already understand how to make those smart choices that keep them out of danger before danger happens.
And that is so incredibly important. And can you tell me exactly what you do in the classes with the kids?
Well, the very first thing we start off with is the fact that they have the right to be safe, that nobody has the right to hurt them, and that they're worth protecting.
Yeah.
And then we talk about how to stay out of danger before danger happens, because that's the best way to be safe.
Sure.
And then we talk about if dangerous things do happen, that we want them to try to get away. And we teach them different ways to do that, how to attract a lot of attention, how to run away from danger. We don't want kids to run to a place where they get trapped or lost. We want them to try to run to open areas where hopefully there's other people.
Right.
And then we teach them the self-defense part of it. And we teach them very simple skills that kids can actually use to give them that chance to get away so they can get that safe place and tell that adult that they trust.
I think that, Ian, I feel like I've been meaning to take courses from Live Safe Academy where you work, and I think that I should be taking classes like this. But for kids, there's no better thing than to protect your children and have them protect themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I really appreciate you offering this at the War Memorial.
Well, I'm glad to, and there's a couple different things that are important. Number one, we look at, as trainers at Live Safe Academy, we want to take those things that we know statistically are the greatest dangers for kids.
Like what? Can you give me an example?
Like things like stranger awareness, of course, we talk about. But then we also talk about the reality that a lot of times when kids are hurt, it's not by strangers, just by people that they know.
And that's so scary to me.
Yeah, it's very scary. And then a lot of times, how do they deal with that? And we want to reach out and we want to educate them about these issues, but not in a way that scares them. We want to do it in an age-appropriate level that empowers them to know without trying to make them afraid.
Okay.
And then the other thing we really focus on, because they're kids, is the play drive. Kids learn by having fun.
Okay.
So we want them to have a lot of fun in class with the goal of them learning better, having a better understanding of the things that they need to be safe.
Right. That is so wonderful. And can I ask, what do you see? What do you notice about the children? What do they really grasp onto in these classes? What do they take away from it the most?
Well, they love the self-defense part.
Yeah.
That's always a lot of fun for kids. And as soon as we start off, I say, guys, you're going to have a lot of fun, and this is why. And they're very excited about that. But I also have to say that I'm surprised that we're able to present information to kids in a way that they actually are engaged, even for the talking parts. Yeah. And when parents watch them, they're always so surprised that the kids are looking up and they're listening and they're answering the questions, and they're so excited, even just about the things that we're talking about, to keep them out of danger before danger happens, because it's hard to get kids' attention.
Right.
It's hard to get them excited.
Right.
But when you do that, that's when you can teach them, and that's when you can empower them. So the biggest thing for us is we want to educate kids, but we want to do it in a way that's fun, and we also want to do it in a way that really actually increases their safety.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's really important. Can you just tell me what types of things that you do in the class? What exactly do you teach them? Like, do you teach them how, in terms of defending themselves?
Yep.
What do they do?
Well, they learn strikes,
Okay.
very simple strikes that don't take a lot of time to learn, that are easy to remember, and that people can apply even when they're scared, even kids. And kids do defend themselves successfully against adults. And for the parents listening, it's not because we want kids to outfight adults, because adults are bigger, faster, stronger, right?
Right.
but adults don't expect kids to fight back.
Right.
So that's why they sing, that's why they pick on kids. So what we teach kids is to have surprise on their side, and then to very quickly hit hard in places that hurt over and over again until they have a chance to get away, and then get to that safe place, and then tell that adult that they trust. And that's what's so important. And the other thing we talk about is not just the physical part about it, but the winning mindset part of it. Because a lot of times when people don't know what they're doing, they're scared, they don't do anything at all.
Right.
So what's even more important than self-defense skills is learning how to have the empowerment or the courage to fight back when necessary.
Yeah, especially when you're not expecting it.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Even for me, thinking about if I'm not expecting it, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah. And I've been teaching kids for, since 1990. And I actually became an instructor in 1990, working with both children and adults. And at Live Safe Academy, we work with all age groups, all the way up to senior citizens. We work with law enforcement, with the public. And the biggest aspect of training is always the mental aspects, not just the physical aspects.
Right.
But you have to be able to take that to a child in a way that they can understand and actually use that knowledge in a way that's really going to protect them.
Well, Ian, I would like to thank you so much. I think that this class is incredibly important because our kids are, the most important things in life, and protecting them is protecting yourself, really.
Yeah.
And giving them the encouragement, and I just think it's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, and I'm looking forward to working with a lot of great kids. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Ian.
You're welcome.
And if you'd like more information, you can call us at 881-7511 or log on to our website at warmemorial.org.